Now we'll take a look at some of the features that we can use in AndeSight's debugger. If we go ahead and select our JPEG project again, and we'll hit our debug icon to put us into the debug perspective, we can see that in the bottom right corner we have our registers listed. The registers that we like to use most often are our general purpose register and our configuration system register. If we open up our configuration system register, we can view how our system is configured, addresses, values. Most of the values in the configuration system register cannot be changed. They can only be read, albeit a minor portion of these values can in fact be changed. However, in contrast, everything in the general purpose register can in fact be changed. Here we have our addresses and our values listed in descriptions as necessary. If we go ahead and step over or step into each line of code, we can see that if there are any value changes, they will be highlighted for us here in the value column. So for example, right here we can see that a value change has been highlighted for us again, and we can continue through here. Now we can see at the top that we have in our variables tab the value highlighted as well. If we look here, we can see that we have any primitive or structure variables listed for us, their types, their values. If we step over again or step into any lines of code and there are any changes there, again, once again, they'll be listed here for us, highlighted. If we'll move to our next tab, our expressions tab, here's when we can manage and view and add any global variables. If we know the name for the global variables, we can go ahead and click on that and type it in. If we don't, we can always click the eyeglass button to browse. Here we can check or uncheck anything that we need to add. So for example, we'll uncheck and check that instead. Click OK, and here we have this added for us. Lastly, we'll take a look at the memory tab. If we want to choose an address to monitor, we can always click on this and we enter in whatever address. So for example, we will look at this. If we look at this address, we can see that if there are any changes, very similar to registers or our variables, that any changes will be listed. Here, they'll be listed in red for us if there are any changes, like so. So here we can go ahead and browse through whatever changes which are highlighted in red for us. So those are some of our more basic features for our debugger in AndeSight.